Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Mega Turkey, and the Turkey Blossom mod. So, we are still pretty much castrated by the fact that we do not have any kind of political power, and we are actually in such a deficit that it's crazy. The good news is that we have been kind of doing okay on our debt. We have been holding it still, and the protest strength is increasing, but unfortunately not much we can do with that. Now, why I'm saying that is that the way out of our economical problem is for finishing out this entire tree all the way to the technocratic government launch, and then we will start working on the modern economics. But as you can see, just this is 120 days. This is another 175 days. This is another 90 days, actually 105, same here. It's another 70, another 70, 105, 70. Yeah, we have a bunch of years ahead of us, and we just have to find a way how to go through them. Fortunately, that's not gonna be so easy. Okay, the AKP quickly began to gain power in the country. AKP rallies are filled with so many people. At this rate, this country will fall into the hands of the Islamists. Should we do something? Push propaganda or let it go? I mean, if I gain those 2% of stability, the game is gonna take it away, but I'm still gonna go for it. It's just... Oh, and I forgot that we need to look at our navy. We have finished the dockyard. So what did we want to... That was a ship that we wanted to upgrade. Was it the Yaouz? Or the corvettes? Or the Barbarossa class? Class. Barbarossa class. Those are our most modern ships. We can actually improve them a little. And we have a light helipad, which helps against submarines. I think we can switch the CIWS to anti-aircraft. Yes, that would make them way stronger. Alright. Okay, Barbarossa class. How did we name it? Okay, so this is 2002 Barbarossa class refit. No, that's not... What? You guys need to upgrade to this one. And you guys will need to do the same thing. Where do we have you? Just upgrade both to this one. Alright. Can we import more fuel? No, not yet. I'm actually really worried about the situation with the fuel. We can't really keep going for much longer like this. Build enrichment facility. Build battery park. Power toggle. Toggle fossil fuel and nuclear plant generation. Actually, how are we doing on the... Nah, okay, they counted us again. Unify Cyprus. Well, there's really not much we can lose, so let's just keep the Cyprus going. And what I wanted to reach new industries, there's so many things that we could do here, but we just can't. Sectarian vows seem kind of okay at this point. But what I wanted to check was the construction of the dams. 866 days, alright. 2.5 years of the first one. Oh! We could start building more of them. Oh, we're actually not gonna do that at this point. We're gonna finish the first two and then we're just gonna build one. Because, you know, fair enough. Large weapons cache discovered. Yeah, I can't really do that. This one doesn't... I mean, if we found the one with the money, I would be actually okay dealing with that. Office sector, yes! Yes. Build me the office sector. That is something that I was waiting for. If we can keep going these ones, we will be doing great. And if we actually get the drugs, I am gonna take the deals. We're gonna offset them by doing military production crisis. The growing unrest is affecting military production, and the government faces a crucial decision. Should they enforce measures to maintain output or attempt to de-escalate the protests, possibly exacerbating the production crisis? So I think this is our first issue with the protest strength. They will return to work soon. Protest strikes. Preserve production by force. Start negotiating. Oh no. Replace basic support for primary and secondary by free primary and secondary education. Basic health clinics with basic health. And basic pensions. Cost 200 political power, and we lose. Now, if we did that, what would it mean for the economy? Because I believe we just can't. So, just this one would be... Wait, basic pensions? Oh, okay. So that's 3 billion just here. This is another 0.5. And this is, yeah, so they want basically to spend 5 billion extra. They will return to work soon enough. I mean, we do not care about that at all, so let's just leave it be, and we shall see. Oh, actually, I think we were lucky that actually lowered the de-radicalization. Well, we'll see more of that as we will go. But for obvious reasons, we just cannot yield to these kind of demands. Literally, we literally cannot. Even if I would want to, I just cannot. But the good news is, we're building another office sector funded by Spain. So that one is gonna benefit us. What are we? Okay, Hilmi Özkek becomes leader of General Staff. After years of service and leadership within Turkish military, General Hilmi Özkek has been appointed as the Chief of the General Staff. His strategic acumen and tactical brilliance have earned him the respect of his peers and superiors alike. As the new General Staff, he now holds the responsibility of guiding the Turkish armed forces through these challenging times. Oh, no kidding! Chamber of Innovations. So they're gonna be done soon. At which point we can go either with Turkish forums or election promises. I think we're gonna go with election promises. A great referendum. Oh! Okay, so we might delete the sectarian votes, actually. Israel has declassified the documents on ammonia. Israel announced the closure of their secret nuclear facility and promised to completely abandon the nuclear weapons they had carefully concealed. However, many Middle Eastern countries have expressed concern about whether Israel will deceive them again. Alright. Well, which one? Well, let's go with election promises for now. Is that actually? Oh, wait, what? How did our income... Our income has just jumped by 1 billion, somehow. Did something expire? Another office sector, this time from Spain. Yes, I will accept that. Turkey's new millennium. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So we are now actually losing political power every day. Is that even legal? that doesn't sound legal. Because I literally cannot do anything then. We're just locked. Is this really happening? Can we be in negative? I've never seen that before. A new map for Myanmar. Okay, another office sector in Van, this time from the United States, and mafia causes a scene. Alright, but I'll take this one, because political power 50 is beneficial for us, and we can take the hit of 1. The military government today announced that the decades-long process of drafting a new constitution has finally been completed. While the new constitution marks a liberalizing shift in Myanmar's politics, it nonetheless preserves the military's continued role in the government, such as by ensuring its possession of 25% of the seats in the parliament. It remains to be seen whether the constitution will be a vehicle for democratization or a tool for continued military domination. So something shifted here. Not entirely sure what. But either way, rise of the JHP. Secular people who voted for our party began to move to the JHP. At this rate, our government will fall. Nah, no kidding. Okay, not sure what. Available special project. Alright. Fire and forget ATGM. That would be cool, or the modular truck seating. But we do not have a scientist, and to hire a scientist I need 25, which we do not have. Awesome. Well, we'll just keep it here as a reminder of our failures and look at it longingly. So are you actually increasing or not? Or I mean decreasing. PKK launched an attack. Well, launch a counterattack then. Minus 127. I'm expecting it to jump to minus 128. Election campaign heating up. Alright, but we're repaying the debt. That's a really good news. Since the last election on 3rd of October 1997, Bülent Ecevit has been steadily steering Turkey, with the final voters to be cast in 2 weeks. This direction will be challenged by powerful rivals. Most of the campaign's advertising spending has already taken place and polls are starting to pick up the effect. The factions in our nations are providing us with various levels of support that will affect the outcome of the decision during the election. Let's go. Foreign policy debate. Beyond the edge of it faces tough decisions about who to attack. As the final voting draws ever closer, we have to decide who to contrast our foreign policy with. As the world becomes an increasingly tumultuous place, this issue has become particularly important to voters. Some hard-hitting negative ads will surely make our opponents' popularity tumble, but there is a small chance they may successfully counter this if they have some serious dirt on us, or if our attacks were based on very poor research. The effectiveness of the attack is determined by the amount of campaign funding we receive. Refrain from attacking anyone, because we do not literally have any way how to do anything. Alright, now we need to build a fossil fuel power plant. So let's build it here, which is gonna come after this factory is finished. In about a year. The fact that we will get the office sector soon is actually amazing, because they will all kick in roughly at the same time. They will significantly lower our unemployment, which will save us a little bit of money on welfare, and they will generate more income. Office sector is 2.71 billion. I would really like to know how many office sectors we have, but it's not gonna tell me. No, actually I can check here. 6, 7. Wait, doesn't it show here? No. I don't know. No. 11 days. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. So with that, 21 divided by... Alright, so each of them really provides us with like 150 million. So, okay, so 150 million, and we're building 3, so that's about 450 million. It's actually pretty decent. Looking forward to having that. And if we could somehow... it doesn't really look like it is decreasing. If you're in the negative, I guess it cannot drop lower. So at least that is a good news for us. How is the sectarian votes? They're really bad. There isn't much I can do. I would really like to increase the stability. And hey, 9%! With all the votes counted, Beyond Ejevit did not even manage to get the minimum threshold, DSP, to enter parliament. It is clear someone else will have to form a government to lead Turkey forward, but who? DP? Let's check the result. So DP... Actually, DP could try. Alright. 1235 political power. Alright. And we can use this to set the... Okay. So, we can use political power here to create... They will refuse to be part of a coalition where any of the following take part. ANAP. Welcome aboard the team. And Genç Party, would they join? No, they will never join. Well, snap. Wow, I think we might not be able to do this. Because we cannot get invalid idea good old days removed. Patriotism removed. Okay, election promises. We'll continue in the meantime Turkish forum. Now if I can literally not invite against party, they will not join. I cannot invite ANAP. I mean, I can try. Oh, actually, they did accept. Cool. So since the elections held, 7 months, Soylu has been skillful negotiating. Oh my god, and we gained 1046 political power. Suleiman Soylu. Will we keep the power or will it go away? Because I would really, but we can't. I form new government. Turkish mafias are way too high, aren't they? I have pretty much just cornered myself. Yeah, I cannot do that. I cannot start the Kurdish reforms. Well, okay. Could make a film about the PKK murderers, and these ones are actually gonna. Oh yeah, these are gonna help significantly. So let's go with these, because well, there are better ways how to spend our political power. I would be happy to keep these ones available. Well, we're not gonna talk with the geologists, but we're gonna leash the new industries if we can. Yes, leash the new industries. We're really not having such high relations with the unions. So anything that we can... Oh! Open new industrial funds. Stability plus 315 billion. Construction speed, emerging support. Political power plus 25. Alright, let's do this one. And political agreement with the unions. No, that's all we want to do. Just offset what we're gaining. And was there anything else? Not really. Alright, so we'll save the rest for dealing with the PKK, because that is actually something that I would really like to get rid of. Stable society has been removed. Suleiman Soylu. Stability is 0. How's the... Okay, the financial situation was not impacted. Turkey first has been removed. Alright, I have no idea what these are doing to us, but I just hope that they will not break us down the line. Now, if I could remove the... I'm gonna protect this political power if I can. And if we could just lower the strength... Alright, I'm confused about what this one is gonna do. I would like to declare war on the mafias. Tax cost factor plus 1, stability plus 9, extra revenue, but then we get So we're gonna get 5 stability, and when it's removed... Alright, let's get this one. And because we declared war on the mafias, I'm actually gonna go and lower the corruption. Because now I am okay with doing that. If we actually did, you know, declare war on them, and we're not gonna work with them. So this should then lower our stability by 1, and these should offset each other? I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, but because we have lowered the corruption, I'm pretty sure we will have, yes, more income to play around with. Oh, and political power is starting to increase again. Alright, so things are starting to look a little bit better for us. But really, we will use this power to actually just burn through these ones, because they will give us a lot of stability, and they will remove some, yeah, a lot of stability, most likely. Because if we're like at 2, with these, I think we might have a chance to get somewhere higher. Now, could we, or could we not, increase education funding? We effectively could. It would give us more stability, more research speed, more productivity growth. That would be a good investment in my opinion, but I really, at this point, I am really so worried about finances that I just want to avoid it until we, you know, get to somewhere reasonable. This really, like, I mean, it is such a great deal, but I just don't want to, you know, we have no idea what's gonna happen to us, quite honestly. So let's just not get ahead of ourselves. Detectives discover a mafia hideout, and whispers are hearing it. Oh, come the hell on! I just gained that stability. Wait, sectarian votes? Can we... Yes, okay, we can get that one. And because we're at war with the mafia, I'm just gonna go with this. And we're gonna hit them. We're gonna always hit them from now on, no matter the cost. Hideout cleared safely. Yes. I mean, I could even go lower with this. But I don't think that is warranted at this point. Alright, Wi-Fi is finished. How much income would that... Yeah, it will give us 2 extra %. Alright, Kuwait wants a trade agreement, and Colombia wants a trade agreement. And because we finished the Wi-Fi, I guess are way ahead of time still. I think... I would kind of like to... This one will help with the productivity. This one will help with the productivity, but they're so ahead. Do not... Okay, let's go with excavation 1. Advancements in drilling techniques allow us to excavate resources that were impossible to reach earlier. Fair enough. Alright, repaying the debt. Gaining a little bit of power. Enemy agent turned. Our counterintelligence service have achieved a major success. Nice. And where is he from? Petros Panossian. Armenia. Alright, I'll activate you so that we know when the time has come. Oh snap, but the fuel situation is really bad. We have to start importing more fuel, unfortunately. There's no other way. At least temporarily, we need to do that. More office sector from the United States in Gaziantep. I'll take that, my friends. That is just a great choice. So right now we're building, let's go with 150, so 0.6 billion extra revenue and a possible GDP increase is in the cards. Nice. Nice. We haven't been able to effectively lower the debt because we keep spending money. Alright, Turkish forums, they actually lowered our political cost, the propaganda machine, which is gonna increase the cost. But then there's the great referendum, and I'm really interested if that's gonna work the way it's supposed to. Alright, I think we can end the episode here. I'm gonna buy a little bit more fuel. And in the next episode, we're just gonna continue doing what we're doing, but I would really be happy if we could a deal with Cyprus. Yeah, they keep hitting us too, so that's just a sink. If we could close that one, and if we could somehow finalize the PKK support, because that's gonna give us stability and quite a lot of political power, then even more. And for stability, so it's 5. And this one will be additional 7, so 12, but 12, 10 political power gain. I'm not sure if this will affect PKK somehow. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much. See you next time.